31 Denver, news at 9.
A Denver police officer fighting for his life.
We need ambulance code 10, officer down. We need every ambulance 59 block of Williams for a multiple car accident.
An out-of-control driver plowing into 4 police officers on bikes.
He just randomly came out of nowhere and hit a bunch of cops.
No justice, no peace!
What started as a peaceful protest turning into chaos.
Tonight, questions over what could have been done to prevent the accident.
It's just ridiculous because it could have been avoided so easily by simply not walking in the middle of the road.
As DPD rallies around a brother in blue battling to survive.
We'll keep him and his family in prayer, and hopefully things will turn out okay.
We're all hoping for that tonight. That Denver police officer still in critical condition at this hour after he was hit by a car in downtown Denver. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jeremy Hubbard.
And I'm Deborah Takahara. That injured officer is finally out of surgery tonight and is in stable condition. Doctors doing absolutely everything they can to save his life. We have in-depth coverage tonight. Boris Sanchez outside of Denver East High School with reaction from students involved in the protest. But we begin with Julie Hayden. She is live at Denver Health with the latest on the injured officers. Julie?
Well, Deb, I'm glad to say there is a little bit of hopeful news here at the hospital. Make no mistake, this officer is very seriously injured. He was in surgery all afternoon for more than 6 hours. But as you said, he's out of surgery now. And while his condition remains critical, it has stabilized, and that's good news.
North side of the street, we need ambulance code 10, officer down.
Police bicycles crumpled in the street. 4 officers rushed to the hospital.
We need 2 ambulances. We have 2 officers injured now. We need those ambulances in there right away.
Police gathered outside the emergency room waiting for word.
3 of the 4, I think, will be fine. The other one, we obviously will keep him and his family in prayer, and hopefully things will turn out okay.
District 6 bicycle officer John Adsit was critically injured when a car crashed into them at the end of a student protest march. Sources tell us Adsit was dragged underneath the vehicle. The surveillance video from a nearby business shows the black Mercedes rolling through a parking lot and then crashing into another car.
Of all the things that occurred, the one thing that you do not want to get notified is that one of the officers was the victim of serious injuries.
3 of the officers were treated and released, but Adsit was in emergency surgery for hours.
These are critical injuries. It's not a great situation, but the news is good.
Ironically, the officers were injured protecting students protesting them, but police say that's their job.
We're just asking folks to keep this officer and his family in your prayers and thoughts, and just know that you know, these guys have a tough job, but we're all pulling for them.
And now the family is here at the hospital. They put out a statement earlier tonight saying they want to thank everybody for their support and ask that people please keep those prayers coming in. As for the driver, well, while the case is under investigation, police say at least right now it appears that this was just an accident, some sort of medical condition. They're not saying anything about the driver's condition except that it is stable. At Denver Health Medical Center, Julie Hayden, Fox 31 Denver.
Julie, thank you. And we are learning more tonight about the 4 officers injured in the crash. 3 of them, including Officer Adsit, are 9-year veterans of the DPD. In fact, they were classmates in the police academy. The other officer has been with the force for 17 years, and as Julie said, 3 have already been treated and released. Adsit is in critical but stable condition.
As we mentioned, the officers were hit as they left the scene of this protest. You can see from CDOT cameras, it caught the entire flood of East High School students as they made their way down Colfax, blocking traffic and slowing down drivers. Fox 31 Denver's Boris Sanchez spoke with the student who organized today's walkout, and he continues our live in-depth coverage from outside Denver East High School tonight. Boris?
Deb, the 3 young ladies who organized the protest say they feel awful. It wasn't their intention for anyone to get hurt during the walkout. Now they, along with school officials, are just hoping all the officers pull through.
They don't think police brutality is a thing.
Their goal was to bring awareness to the student body.
This was the only way to have our voices heard by anyone at all.
But Danayla Bridges, Darren Fowler, and Ashley Davis say their walkout at East High School today did not go as planned.
We tried to keep it peaceful.
During the walk back to school, 4 police officers were hurt trying to keep the teenage protesters out of harm's way. one of them critically injured.
My goal wasn't that. My goal was to bring awareness to something. I feel horrible for him, but I can't blame myself for it because that's not what I wanted. Like, I didn't organize a riot or say, let's go smash car windows or let's stand in front of cars so that they swerve off the road. You know what I mean?
The girls say the protest was not endorsed by the school, and though some try to talk them out of it,
they couldn't really stop us from leaving the school. We had numbers on our side.
There were so many kids out there.
Another student, Isaiah Calith, was out for lunch and saw the accident.
It's just ridiculous because it could have been avoided so easily by simply not walking in the middle of the road.
His mom, Nicole, a former East High School student, doesn't think administrators could have prevented the walkout.
I don't really know what they could have done. I mean, they're outnumbered.
The school's principal sent a letter to parents this afternoon saying that he actually followed protesters to make sure they were safe. The principal also adding that the school's thoughts and prayers are with the police officers that were hit. Now, the superintendent of the district put out a similar statement this afternoon echoing those sentiments. However, he would not go on camera with us. Live outside East High, Boris Sanchez, Fox 31, Denver.
Boris, thank you.